What's going on, y'all boys? Parlay, Durag Baby. That was my old name. Durag Baby was my old name. But Parlay, Randy, Expedia Logs, whatever you want to call me. We're back with another video. And today, obviously, you already know what time it is. We finna roll up. Nothing crazy, nothing controversial, nothing like that. Just I want to talk about valuing friendships, friendship dynamics, friendship dynamics, valuing friendships. And what made me want to talk about that, honestly, I was talking to my dog, Denzel, actually not too long ago. And I remember he told me, he said, "Yo, I just realized we don't agree on a lot of things." And I started thinking about it, and I'm like, mind you, I was supposed to make this video probably like a week prior, but I'm late on it, which is okay, whatever. Don't shun me for it. But yeah, I started thinking, and that branched off into something else, and that branched off into something else. And then I was like, damn, that's crazy. Like, me and Giselle, for example, the whole friendship dynamic thing, having different friends for different things, it's such a it's a crazy thing. Like you could have friends to go out with, have friends to vent with. You could have friends to talk about sports, or someone you could study with. The friends to go to certain places. You know what I'm saying? Things of that nature. Like there's always a different reason for having a certain friend. And then you just have certain friends who just you could do anything with. All of the above. You can tell everything to. Some friends you can't tell everything to. Some friends you probably don't trust as much as the next one. But at the same time, that same friend you trust more, you probably can't go out with that friend because they may be just not a good time. Or they may just be too boring. Whatever the case is. And just think about all of those different possibilities. It's like, wow, like it makes you actually value your friendships. Like if you do have a friend who is all of the above, man, you should definitely value that person 100%. Because the rarity of meeting someone, let alone connecting with them, let alone being able to deal with them for so long to like still be their friends, knowing how the world we're living in today, it's a shocker, honestly. And it's a blessing at the same time. Mainly, bro. So, for example, Giselle. I've been friends with Giselle for maybe I've been friends with Denzel for about since 2016, 2015. We've been friends for probably a decade, literally a decade and then some, long ass time. And what most people don't know about me and Giselle, like while we used to throw parties, we used to sell shoes, we were into a lot of different business ventures with each other. We did a lot of things with each other, throwing the parties, selling gear, shoes, clothes. Like I'm talking about like whether it was on Offer, it was on Depop, StockX. We were reselling, if y'all know what y'all know. Reselling, you buy the shoe at a lower price, buy a stock of shoes, and then resell them at a higher price because you're gonna find some little idiot on the street trying to pay 100 times more than what they naturally cost just because he care about the value, the face value of the shoe. So yeah, we were doing things like that. We threw parties. I'm talking about at everybody at our parties from his school, from my school, from his friends, my friends' friends. We were able to get into parties off each other's faces. Like for example, I'm from up north. I'm from the city. If y'all don't know, I'm from Liberty City. So like that's like damn in the heart of Miami. He's down south Miami. So basically, you kind of tell like I have my friends from up north. Some of my friends from the school I went to. He had his friends from uh, where he was at, and he knew a lot of people. I knew a lot of people. So in that way, we were similar. There's a lot of things that we do not agree on. a lot of things. We're both alpha males, which I like, which I can respect because we do have a lot of different opinions about anything. You know, we both love sports, and even then, we still have like hella differences with each other. Like I'm talking about different takes, and as long as at the end of the day, as long as it's not like anything moralistic, anything putting hands on a woman, marriage, as long as it ain't like nothing crazy about that, then I don't care what your differences is, what your different views is to me. Like I said, we're in a world where we gotta pick and choose, make different change decisions based off of where you from, your environment. So like, not everyone's gonna have the same view. So Giselle, I'm more so from the hood. Giselle is more so from the suburbs. But at the same time, he from New York with it. So you kind of tell how that goes. But Giselle, he's not like a dummy. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not like one of them suburb kids. Like he knows right from wrong. He knows better what to do, where you at. You know what I'm saying? He knows better. So dealing with him is not as like different as you think it is. Crazy thing about it, I met him from another friend. I met him off of a friend I went to school with, and then we happened to just be better friends than the whole group. So being friends with him, like ever since then, like we always slept at his house. He was the one throwing the parties. He was the one's house we slept at. You know, he was the one that we host the parties at. His mom was the coolest. Um, and we did that for maybe like all the way in, like all through high school, all through high school. Brung over the girls. Like I done seen him with the craziest girls. I done seen him deal with the craziest shit. We done been in accidents together, car accidents. We done been in like 3 accidents together. 3 car accidents, gang. Like we done almost got into a fight at at 24 hour. I'll tell you about this story. Tell me how, bro. And y'all let me know if we wrong. Cause this is how we move. Mind you, me and Giselle completely different. Like me and him, we operate different. So we at 24, we in Doral. I think we just getting there. I think we did a workout first, and then we started hopping over. No, first we played. I don't know if we played ones first, and I bust his ass, and then we played basketball afterwards, like full court. I don't know. I ain't sure, but whatever. I bust his ass a lot, so honestly, it could be any day. But anyway, we was playing. We had our five and shit like that. I literally recruited the whole five. Me and him and some other 3 boys. We waiting for the next game to start. We waiting. You know what I'm saying? Boom. We walking around. I seen 2 tall ass jits, big jits, like tall ass niggas, bro. No funny shit. Tall as fuck. I seen them walk in the gym. I see, mind you, keep in mind, I seen them walk in the gym. I seen them walk in. So they over there hollering. Mind you, we in the back. We done been there so long to the point where it's like we ain't gotta walk around like, oh, we got next, we got next. No, we been there. So niggas who been there as well, they know. You can already tell how where it's going. They basically try to devo the spot. But no, we had next, we had next. I'm like, nigga, we seen you walk in. We seen y'all niggas walk in. Fuck y'all niggas talking about. So then we was just going back and forth, back and forth. Them niggas start, mind you, them niggas talking about some, oh, nah, none of y'all niggas playing, bro. We on this shit, bro. It's whatever. As soon as I heard, I said, it's whatever. As soon as I heard that, nigga, the whole time I got five in my bag. Mind you, these niggas about 6'4". I'm 5'10", what, 170, 180. I know how to fight, but at the end of the day, these niggas is like 6'4", 6'3". I kid you not. I kid you not. So, nigga ain't scared of nothing at the end of the day. I got bro right here, and I think he was sticked up too, if I'm not mistaken. Mind you, we ain't trying to kill shit. We just really coming to play basketball, but these niggas try to devo us. So I said, bro, none of that shit's going on, bro, on me. I said, nah, we don't want no problems. I said, you know what, y'all boys got it. Y'all boys got it. Cause I ain't finna sit here and argue and shit, cause that's all we was doing. So I let them argue, blah, blah, blah. They got it. What we did when we got on the court, we beat their ass, knocked their ass off. I promise you. I kid you not. And that shit sound crazy. We beat their ass and knocked their ass off. Them niggas wasn't good. Them niggas was just big. I'm the type of nigga like, I'm playing defense. I don't give a fuck how big you is. I'm on your ass. That's besides the point. But the fact is, I done been in like this random shit with this dudes trying to jump us. We at the beach for spring break. Dudes trying to jump us. I don't know what. Not me. They trying to jump them. I'm just happen to be there. So mind you, I don't know what the fuck going on. We had the beach. Nigga got stabbed at the beach. Spring break. Nigga got stabbed at the beach. Like a big spring break party. Everybody there. What we was in, like 11th grade, 11th grade, I believe. I'm like, yo, like 2018 was like one of the craziest summers. We done like that shit. I'm talking about like nigga got stabbed at the beach, bro. Me and Giselle, and I probably know every single girl Giselle done been with, in and out his crib. I know every single girl that been out in and outside his crib. Like that's how long I know that nigga. I know that nigga for a long time, and even though we've known each other for a long time, it's actually shocking to me how we're still friends because we have way too many differences. Like we don't agree on a lot of things. It's a lot of things that we do not agree on. Like we have so many differences. He's very nonchalant, very nonchalant. I'm talking about nonchalant final boss, like somewhat too nonchalant for his own good. Like he the type of nigga like if that shit ain't come in front of him, that shit ain't for him. Like that shit ain't come directly at his front door, it's not for him. Like he's that nonchalant. You know what I'm saying? Uh, to the point where I kind of think he's a robot. I've never really seen him like show emotion, like sadness or anything. I never really seen that at him. You know, that's how nonchalant he is. And I don't know if he's just one of those dudes that he don't want his homeboy to see him cry or whatever, or feel sad about something. But I never seen him, show any type of emotion. So who knows what he is? Who knows? But from what I know, this nigga's nonchalant as hell. Mind you, we are completely different in those ways. Even when it comes to basketball, like completely different, bro. Completely different. He likes the New York Knicks, Lakers, like Phoenix. Don't get me wrong, Giselle's smart. Giselle, Giselle's wrapped around his head tight. Giselle understands life. Giselle's realistic. Giselle been working like I've seen Giselle work hard for his. Even though he had his mom made good bread. Old boy was all right, straight and shit. He still worked for him for his own shit. Like one of the only suburban kids that I seen work for his own shit. You know what I'm saying? Like don't get me wrong, he had help, but like he went to work for his shit. He went to work for his shit. Like he been hustling since we was in high school, bro. Since we was in high school, I have stories, bro. I have glory days about this shit. Like, oh my gosh, bro, you have no clue. I'm talking about like we tried to get the Airbnb. Nigga, we the reason our Airbnb got shut down when it came to throwing parties. It was one day we had a party. Nigga got his ass beat at our party. He know who he is. That's my dog though. I wish I was there to defend him. All I know was he was right next to me. We was taking a video. Next thing I know, I seen a nigga shoe flying in the sky. I said, hell, what the fuck going on here? But yeah, bro. So we done. It was so many different things that we did, and at the end of the day, that's why I love Giselle. Giselle, my dog. Like I love Giselle. Like it's all love with Giselle, bro. Actually, we actually finna go to Orlando this month in 2 weeks. Finna go see my other dog, our other dog, play basketball and shit like that. I haven't seen Denzel in probably like a year. I'm not gonna cap. Probably haven't seen that nigga in a year. But mind you, when we link up, it's all love. Like it's like shit regular. We talk on the phone and chat every night, like every other day and shit. But he got his life, he got his girl. You know what I'm saying? He trying to get his shit together. Well, he got shit together. He trying to move on with his life. I'm doing the same thing, and we respect each other and I respect the places. And that's what I mean when it's like he used to be my everything friend. Now he's more so like as a guy I talk to. I mean, I'll talk to him about everything, but it's more so like when I want to have a debate, I talk to Giselle. Like when I want to get someone's different mindset, I talk to Giselle because Giselle's not afraid to tell you how he feels about something. Like I'm talking about me and him, we share different things every time we speak. It's a different opinion, and that's why like I respect our friendship because I can say what I want to say. He say what he want to say without the fear of is he gonna fuck with me tomorrow or We still cool. Like that's my dog. Like I said, he can't say nothing crazy unless it's like moralistic. But I know him for a long time. I know the type of things he'll do. I know what he will put up with. I know the type of guy he is. So I'm pretty sure I don't have to worry about that. Now, on the other hand, Gervin, G Money, for example. Gervin, I would consider him a brother. Like all of them are brothers. But Gervin, for example, I've known Gervin since middle school. Gervin had a hard life. Let's just say, Gervin had the same type of life I had. Like he from the hood, just same way as me. We both from the trenches. We both don't live too far from each other. Well, at least our neighborhood houses. We don't live too far from each other. He's in California right now, but when it comes to like paths, lifestyles, same kind of family dynamics, like old boy probably wasn't there for a while. Old girl, working or doing whatever she got to do. He been through the same type of trauma conflicts, and so he knows how it is. Mind you, Gerben's way smarter than I am. Like books wise, Gerben's very book smart. I'm more so experience slash logic smart, intellectual IQ instincts. He's very book smart. Well, he's everything. He has everything. For example, bro, Gerben's in college. He goes to Stanford right now. He's actually trying to transfer to Harvard for black dude from the trenches gang. Black guy from the trenches. A nigga from the trenches talking about going to Harvard. You understand what I'm saying? And to me, to you it may sound like okay. To me, that's everything. Cause like someone from the trenches, Liberty City, Little Haiti, trying to getting to Harvard, not trying to, applying to Harvard, has the grades, has the credits, has the requirements. The fact that he's applying there should tell you anything and everything that you need to know. And like I said, like in that aspect, he shares a lot of those things, a lot of those, like he's a science engineer. He shares a lot of those things with me, which is why our relationship is more than just like, I'm doing something right quick, I'm making a video. Our relationship is more than just like being friends. We talk about everything. Sport, education, health, remedy, sports, gambling, geography, social studies, science. We talk about everything. We're both in college. We both are in college. He's studying medicine slash science engineer. I'm doing MRIs, radiography, radiology. That's what I'm studying. So we're in that same field. We could talk about a whole bunch of different things with each other, like every day. We talk about a lot of things every day. And we can we can sit on the phone every day and have something different to say, you know? So he's different from Giselle when it comes to like differences between us, because we are more so alike with each other. At the same time, it's different because, like, for example, Giselle, he loves sports. So we talk about sports, but it's different when you got G Money. Like, you could be a sports lover. Because some people say, oh, I watch basketball, college, NBA. But when you say you watch college basketball, I'm not talking about the Dukes, the Arkansas, the Kentuckys, the Arizona, UCLA, Coach K. I'm talking about, do you watch Mountain West, MAC Action, Big East, like mid major? Do you watch mid major basketball? That's what I want to know. And G Money is that guy when it comes to that. You don't understand what it is to watch. Me personally, I bet on everything. Everything. You see the name Expedia Lock. I bet on everything. Tennis, tennis, hockey, NHL, NBA, college basketball, college football, NFL, baseball. I bet on everything, and I'm not just like a Euro basketball. Shit, this nigga put me on the Euro basketball. I'm not the guy who's just gonna bet like degenerately. No, I know what I'm doing. I watch these games, I study it. Blase blase. Shit, Gervin put me on the Euro basketball. I just got put on to Euro basketball last year. Now I'm watching European basketball. Now I'm watching Turkey League, Superliga, Liga ACB. Like that's him. Everything, mind you, trench baby, trench baby. You know what it is to have a friend who knows A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P, and you know H I J K L M N O P with his ass X Y and Z. Like so you could talk about anything with this guy, anything. And that's why I say he's more so. He's a different friend because we have the same path. He's like we have the same paths. We watch literally like, and not like, oh, we're twins. No, like literally every single sport. I could be like, hey, bro, bro, if for anyone here who watches basketball, there's this guy named Pierre. I forgot his name, Pierre something. He plays for SMU now. Prior, he played for Jacksonville State. Mind you, when I was watching him, you know what it is to have a player that people don't really know too much about, and you could go relay that shit to your dog, and he knows who it is, playing for Jacksonville State, mid-major, and he knows who it is, who you're talking about. Like you would think, like this little ass thing, like some secretive shit, you would think nobody would know about. He knows about it, and that's what I mean. Like he like everything. You like he read my mind. That's he's my brother. Like he's my brother. He's my twin brother. Ginzelle's like my brother. God, I ran the streets. I ran the streets with him. My childhood was with him. G Money. I met him in middle school. Breakthrough. We done did like, but as black, mind you, we're all black. Giselle's Hispanic, but he's dark. He's like brown skin. You know what I'm saying? He's more black than he is Hispanic. Um, but when it comes to G Money's dark skin, Haitian, church baby, like I said. But we had the same growing up. My mom tried to put me into better schools. I away from the neighborhoods because shit bad. So she put me into these other schools, different enrichment programs. Same thing with G Money peoples. So like we had the same upbringing, the same type of household, the same wants for life, the same interests, and we grew up with those. So we we love to travel. We love nature. We we could say I could tell G Money I'm going to the park just to walk around and lay in the grass and not have and I don't have to worry about him looking at me weird because he don't understand why. You know, like he understands all of the troubles that I've been through with my ex, my old friends. Like he understands. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't understand. Some guys, especially, because they don't have that sympathy. They don't have that emotional intelligence. Until they go through those things, and even then, they just be like, "Fuck hoes, fuck these hoes." G Money is like he actually understands. He listens. He has a more he's more empathy. He has sympathy more than a lot of people do. A lot of men do. And that's why I say like him, he's like a twin. Giselle's like my brother. I ran the streets with him. G Money is like we grew up the same way. And I can say to this day, those are my two best friends. Two best friends. One nigga that we don't get along, but we get along. Like we get along, we just different. Like we have so many different things, but that's why I respect him so much. Is because we're still friends to this day and we can still have our differences. You know what I'm saying? G Money, I could talk to him about anything. Everything. Anything. I can talk to Giselle about anything. But I just know that Gerben is more emotionally intelligent than Giselle is. For example, Giselle would ask me one time, like, I'm the brother, I'm the intelligent, emotional like Giselle could come to me about, you know, emotional problems. Like if he's feeling a certain way that he's not used to. One time and which is why I'm so proud of him because he made this growth. And I don't think he did. I don't think he realized he did. Giselle, like I said, nonchalant. So like, and that was almost a problem in his relationship at the beginning because he thought that like when a girl expressed her feelings, he felt like he didn't have to do nothing about it. And I don't think that was just him being an asshole. I just think it's just him, like I said, a lot of men are just not aware emotionally. So he asked me, he said, "Why is she mad at me?" Like I said, "Do you want her?" She said, "Cause he wasn't basically like spending time with her, putting in the extra effort to spend time." And I said, "Bro, if you like her, even though you're busy, you're gonna make time. You have to make time. You have to put some things to the side. Yeah, you're busy, but if you like her, you're gonna put things to the side. That's just what you're gonna have to do if you like her." I'm only saying that. I specifically said this. I said I'm only saying that if you like her. If you don't like her, then don't try to. You know what I'm saying? But if you do like her, then put time to the side. Ever since then, they've been together. They're still together to this day. And I'm not gonna sit here and give myself all the credit, but I'm gonna give myself all the credit for that relationship going on. 'Cause I feel like if I ain't say nothing, if I ain't say that shit, like he probably wouldn't have been with her. Cause like I said, Giselle is like a do his own shit type of nigga. You know, I don't really, but at least not like nowadays he doesn't come to me to advice about a lot of things. But like I said, he's very nonchalant. He does his own thing. He's like by himself. Denzel has a social meter. His social meter runs out pretty quickly. Same thing with me. And that's one thing that I think that's one thing that also like we get along with. And I don't know if he knows this, but for example, Denzel's doesn't like to hang out a lot, like for a long time. Like I feel like it takes a lot of him to like hang out. You know, like when I say hang out, like he like his social meter. If you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't can't be around a big crowd for a long time. Like it's time to go, y'all. That's him. Now that's me especially. So for example, if Giselle don't feel like doing something no more, like let's say if we make plans and let's say if he don't feel like going no more, or if he don't feel like doing that shit no more, and he just don't know how to tell me. Trust me, bro, you ain't gotta tell me. I'm the same way, nigga. You don't have to tell me. Cause there'll be a time where he want to do something, he'll say to do something, and then he'll just like not want to do it no more. I'll sense it. I'll just sense it from that nigga. I sense it. Cause it's just like nigga won't answer. It'll take a long time to respond. Where you at? Where you at? And it's like, shit, tell me you ain't trying to slide no more shit. I'm cool. I'm like, shit, be straight. And I peeped that ever since then, like he had a low social meter. Same way as I am. And it makes sense because we used to run the street, we used to do the same thing as youngins. Go to parties, like we used to be out throwing parties. Now we're just in the crib, laid back, watching games. You know what I'm saying? Just getting this money. But I'm done with the blunts. I just wrote two. Yeah, man. Basically what I'm saying is I love both of them, bro. I love both of them equally. And I appreciate them more than they think I do. And if they don't know, it's all love. Like I love both of them, you know. And I truly want to see both of them be good, make it into heaven, and just live life and just be happy at the end of the day. No struggles, and if you do have struggles, I want them to be strong enough to get past those struggles, so that it's not looked at struggles, it's looked at as obstacles, you know. But appreciate your friends, value your friends. I value them. Like I don't think I can find someone else like those people. Like I truly like I pray every day that they're safe and that nothing happens to them. Cause I don't know what I'll do without them niggas. I ain't gonna catch you. I talk to G Money every day, bro. I talk to G Money every day. Part of my schedule every day. I don't know what I do without that nigga, bro. Giselle, I talk to that nigga every day. We text every day. Like my memories are with him. My childhood's with him. I don't know what I do without that nigga, bro. You know? Um and like I said, value your friends. Make sure you love them. Because you don't know if there's a tomorrow. So if you haven't told your friends you fuck with them, you love them, you care about them, tell them niggas, bro. Like I said, there may not be a tomorrow. But yeah. Y'all boys be safe, man. Most importantly, get this money. Most importantly, God bless.